I watched another movie.
Ooh, what'd you watch?
House on Haunted Hill. The original, the one with Vincent Price when he was younger.
Oh, that one I have seen. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Well, Vincent Price is always deliciously
I've
creepy.
never seen a movie with him when he was young. I've only really seen him when he worked with Tim Burton and stuff. I can see why he was a legend. Every scene he was in, you were like, yes.
And his voice
Oh
is
my gosh, his
so
voice. His
good.
voice is so good.
Yes,
His
yes,
relationship
absolutely.
with his wife in that movie stole the show. Every scene where they're just talking was it was just like they had this complicated and catty relationship that was just
Mm-hmm.
so fun to watch.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, just every scene they were in was the best. Everyone else was kind of more or less dry and cookie cutter, but those two were just the dialogue was so snappy and so great, and and it's such a way that you're not sure who's trying to kill who. So the whole
Probably a little of both.
yeah, so it works really well. Yeah, that whole movie was interesting because it was like if Agatha Christie wrote a horror story. That the kind of concept of like a millionaire invites a small group to an isolated location
Yes,
for a
yes.
party, and there's death afoot. Except it's played more for horror, or at least it thinks it is. I mean, the effects are hysterically bad.
The movie was made in the 50s, right?
I think so. There's
Yeah.
like they're trying to frighten you with a skeleton that your science teacher would have in her classroom. It's just so so the effects are silly, but the filmmaking is so solid that it's still you still feel the suspense leading up to it, even though you know that the payoff is not going to be that scary. The
Right,
the
right, right.
lead up to it is great because they shoot it in a very suspenseful way. The music's right. The perform it works. And it was very fun. Like the story worked on its own as like kind of this little. It felt like an Agatha Christie movie,
Right,
except
right.
except with more like weird ghost sounds and bad. But yeah, it was great. Loved it. It was
Yeah, a lot of
delightful.
those old horror movies. Again, I used to watch Creature Feature every Sunday religiously. So, yeah, I watched all of these movies with Vincent Price, Bela Lugosi, Creature from the Black Lagoon. They had Laurel and Hardy. They had Abbott and Costello. That was always you gotta watch an Abbott and Costello movie. That's what you gotta watch that. They're so much fun.
No, I have to
They're
put that
so
on the
much fun.
list.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so many that they made that are just it's just so much fun. Brings
Yeah.
out the little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, this one I came from Jisoo's list. She recommended it to me and I was like, "Oh, Vincent Price, yes."
Well, Jisoo is a huge fan of Vincent Price, so
Well,
yeah.
for good reason.
Yes, yes. I don't. I mean, I don't. I would have a hard time him being in a romantic lead. All of the stuff I've seen him in, I'm like, no. Maybe he could do it, but yeah. Every part of me goes, run away, run away.
I think he'd do great in a gothic romance. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
gothic, yes, that's different.
No, I think he I
There's a
think he
touch of
would
horror.
nail that.
I mean, that voice was
That's a
just,
perk. That's a feature, mom, not a bug.
yeah, the voice is just amazing. Yeah, so deliciously creepy. It's fabulous. He can make it sound creepy, ominous, and pompous all at the same time.
It's perfection. Perfection,
Yes.
mom.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yep.
You should watch more of them because they're all fabulous.
I should. I should.
Yeah.